political economists will talk about the so-called loyalty competence trade-off, that you might have someone who's very good at a job, someone who's spent a long time, for example, with the FBI, but you might fear that they are too competent, too wedded to the institutional interests and not as loyal to the president themselves. And so the president might replace them with someone who has less institutional competency. They're not as good an FBI officer, but they're very loyal to them. And it seems that Trump has decided to really maximize the loyalty to him over the competence within the agency. I don't think Patel has ever worked at the FBI or as a police officer, let alone an FBI agent. So this is Trump's approach to solving this problem. I think it is, in a way, a form of politicization of the agency to put a political loyalist instead of a career civil servant in charge. Although, of course, Trump would say, or his loyalists would say, well, the agency was already politicized, so this is a way to drag it back the other way. Those narratives will go on and on probably for months and never resolve themselves. But it is worrying when you pair it with things like Biden's pardoning of Hunter, which also seems to really push the boundaries of the norms of this type of behavior and politicization of the justice system. It's hard. I mean, I, for years, have been relatively skeptical of the idea that American democratic institutions, along with those in other developed countries, are decaying in a really fundamental way. But it's hard to escape the conclusion at this point that the democratic norms and institutions are being pushed to their limit and even beyond.